Well, hello, and welcome back, subscribers, to another Sunday Speed Paint. Last video, I covered my old 2014 pony designs, a male alicorn, and the 6 ponies that he created. I briefly covered CrystalDust, but I didn't want to go into too much detail because I needed a part 2 to explain why I was so indecisive, but ultimately chose a unicorn who could create magical wings.
Oh my gosh, you're copying this pony. You stole that color palette. Why does she look like this pony? That already been done before. You're an alicorn, that's lame.
So, there's a lot to discuss about my pony Sona character, and a lot that I worried about when I first created her, and still worry that a lot of people's comments would remark right away, basically stating why is she an alicorn without me having to clarify very immediately that she is a unicorn who uses her magic of creation to temporarily have wings so that she can fly up to Cloudsdale to be with her partner, CrystalDust, and their daughter, Rosebud. Now, at the time of making the story back in 2014 and 2015, I didn't really know if I wanted to keep her cutie mark based off of her name very heavily like how most I'd seen, so CrystalDust I thought would be, oh, what if I give her fancy gems, or perhaps a gem necklace, or perhaps something to do with, like, painting crystals, and then I thought, well, why not have a quill that has pastel colors that is creating wings to kind of show that she uses magic of creation in an artistic way. She uses her horn and her magic to create things, so if she wanted to make something like a canvas or a sculpture or something, that would be just the basics, but to an extreme, she can temporarily give herself wings, but when she has wings and is mistaken for an alicorn, she explains she can't use any magic on top of that. It takes too much of her strength just to make those wings. And later on in the show, of course, when we got up to, like, Starlight Glimmer, there was spells for this, for flying on clouds and such, but this was way before that season had come out, so I was stretching the bounds and trying to come up with something, but I was worried that people weren't going to take me seriously, or I would get a lot of negative hate comments about the fact that I was just basically indecisive and should just have made an alicorn, or should just take the wings away completely. But this clashed with the story that I had in mind. And I was also creating a story that I didn't see anybody else really making at the time, of a male alicorn who sees this mysterious, female alicorn and thinks she would be the perfect queen to rule by my side. Realizing she's a fairly powerful alicorn, not knowing that she can't use magic when she has this, and she creates these wings, he captures her, and realizing, oh, that she wasn't in love with him and this wasn't going to work, even after trying to eliminate CrystalDust, seeing Rosebud, CrystalDust's daughter, Blue decided that he was going to be like a big brother, and CrystalDust and CrystalDust approved of this, adopting him into the family, and Nightmare was kind of defeated in a sort of, like, mixed happy ending where he had to kind of figure himself out rather than be a ruthless subject of, like, a king of alternate universe of Equestria, so the story kind of left off on an odd cliffhanger. Bear in mind, though, this was all created out of my imagination, partnered with my fiance on a Minecraft world that was replicated of Equestria, and just made up pony characters that I drew at the time in a makeshift comic that I drew in a notebook. So it was all complicated, and I wanted to use my pony Sona character CrystalDust for video platform, but I couldn't figure out how all those other YouTubers were doing it at the time, so I never got to join in any collabs, but it'd be kind of interesting to see what my character would have been like throughout that timeline, but I just never really got into it at the time, so I was happy to revisit, and I hope that you guys liked my redrawing of CrystalDust, and let me know if you guys want a part 3 at all. I can cover more about the characters, and if you haven't seen part 1, do check it out in some of my other videos. If you want to help support the channel, check out all my link tree below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!